Okay? You good? Okay, watch out. Hello, welcome to Nattys Crafts. Thanks so much for stopping by today and visiting with me. Today we're going to continue on with the fall crafts. I had saved a video for, it's been probably, I don't know, at least 6 months that I've had this video saved from Craft, Eat, Repeat. Now, it doesn't look like she's making videos anymore, but she made a lot of items that I loved. So today I'm going to do one of those. And then I'm going to do some small Dollar Tree decor, basically. I'm trying to decorate my coffee table, so I'm putting some more stuff on the coffee table. And so that's what we're going to do today. So hopefully I can get you to give a big thumbs up and like the video, leave a comment down below, and then also subscribe. I would love it if you'd subscribe, because why not? It doesn't hurt anything. You may as well. And it helps me out, so I appreciate that. So anyway, let's go ahead and go take a look. So here's what we'll end up with after we make everything and stain that box. So the first craft, again, was from Craft, Eat, Repeat, but then I also saw it at Kirkland's, which reminded me. And what we're going to do is make these string, or these twine balls. So first you need balloons and lots of twine and Mod Podge. And I'm going to blow up the balloons. I'm trying to make mine as small as possible, so my balloons are small. We're going to mix some water and 2 tablespoons, or I guess that's a teaspoon, 2 teaspoons of cornstarch. Now I used about a cup of water. I don't know. I didn't measure. She didn't measure, so I just kind of went with whatever. I didn't know. So just stir that up, and then we're going to end up mixing that with Mod Podge. Now this is some old Mod Podge I had. It is glossy. I don't know that it matters, but mine took a long time to dry. So regular Mod Podge, matte, might be better. Matte Mod Podge. So I just poured a bunch of Mod Podge in the bowl. I mixed in some of that water cornstarch mixture. And she said that you just want it to be a little watery so that it I don't know, is easier to work with, I guess. I think I should have added more water as I went through this. And I have to tell you, I have some sort of phobia about my hands getting dirty. I think because I was a horse trainer for so long, that it just, my hands being dirty just drives me crazy. So this was a bad craft for me. I gotta be honest. This didn't work out for me. But anyway, so I'm going to start with the most round balloon. And as I was wrapping the twine around, I screwed up. And somehow it got loose. And I didn't know what to do. So I just took it apart and started over again. Which I'm sure there's a better way, but that's what I did. So what you're doing, you've got the twine in the Mod Podge mixture, and then I'm just pulling the twine off of the spool onto the balloon, wrapping it around the balloon. Now you can, add as little or as much twine as you want, depending on how you want it to look. I didn't want mine to look too thick, I guess. So, I don't know. And by the way, when you're cutting the string and one hand is completely full of Mod Podge, it's very difficult to cut that twine. So here's what I ended up with, a long one, kind of a round one that I screwed up. You can see right there I screwed that one up. And then here's the first one that I started with. Well, I guess that first one was an oval one. And then I spray painted them, one gray, one black, one white. Now here's the next craft we're going to do for that box. We are going to cover some of these dice from Dollar Tree. These are perfectly square, and they're kind of like a hard styrofoam. And they're very easy to work with. So I'm using the Dollar Tree tiles, the stick and peel tiles, and I'm just going to cut out the piece that I want. I'm going to use this tile on 2 sides of this dice right here. So I'm just going to cut that out. And then we're going to go ahead and just peel that backing off and stick it onto that dice. And again, I put it on 2 sides of the dice. So the front and the back, basically. And when you stick it on, it's not going to be a perfect fit, most likely. And so once you've stuck it on there and got it nice and secure, I just took a knife and just cut off whatever was hanging over, because I didn't want any hangover at all. So just peeled that off. And then what I'm doing is I'm putting yarn on the other 4 sides. which may be a little bit crazy, but you know, I'm a little bit crazy, so that's okay. And I'm doing it in white so that it looks more Christmassy and wintry and, you know, make it look all pretty. And this yarn I got from, I believe, Hobby Lobby or Joann's, I don't remember, on one of those half-off days. And I just love it. I was going to make a Christmas tree out of it, but I haven't gotten there yet. I still am not sure I want to do Christmassy yet. But anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hot glue this yarn onto the dice. And I'm using a lot of hot glue because I'm very crazy about it getting loose. Like, I don't want it to get loose and fall apart right away. So I'm using a lot of hot glue here. So this one I am just gluing the yarn all the way around to where I stuck on the little silver or the rose gold pieces of tile. And I do want it to be fluffier than the tile, if that makes sense, so to stick up above the tile, which is why I went so close to the edge there. And then we're done with that one, and that one's good. The next one I'm actually going to use this fabric also from the Dollar Tree. And I'm just cutting off a small strip and I'm literally just going to glue it on. Now, it would have been better if I would have painted the dice first or used 2 strips, but I didn't. So it is what it is, and I'm not going to complain. I didn't think of it until afterwards, so this is what I get. And it doesn't look bad. It's just you can see that there's some sort of color behind the fabric. And then we have to basically make it into a present. So we're going to glue down those edges. And then for the other sides, the other 4 sides, I'm making a nicer strip. So I've actually folded and ironed the piece down and then cut off those little tabs so it lays really flat. And this made it look really nice so that it didn't look like, you know, some kindergartner made it at home or made it at school. And then we're just going to glue that down. And then for the other side, we're just wrapping it around. And then again, lots of hot glue. Now for the fabric, I did not glue it all the way around the dice, only the start and the finish. And then I made another one with part of the fuzzy yarn and part of the fabric. And so those are all the decorative balls and cubes that I wanted. And so then I got this Dollar Tree bowl, and I was trying to make this work, and it did not work out. Let me just tell you. I think the balls and cubes were just too big, basically. It didn't look right. I didn't like that at all. I think it looks stupid. Maybe if the bowl were white or something, I don't know. But I found this box at Dollar Tree for $5, and I love it. Believe is one of my big things, one of my big words, and so I love it. And I decided to use this box instead. So we do have to stain it, so it ends up being, you know, project number 3, but we're just going to stain it. You could, of course, paint it if you wanted it white, or you may be surprised I'm not painting it black, but I didn't. I stained it. And we are going to put a little of that cork board, the sticky cork board from Dollar Tree, on the corners there. I never show this. I don't know why I don't ever show this, but on most of the items I make that are sitting or holding anything, this is what I do. But here I get to show it to you this time. So just cutting off little corners. And then to fill it, I'm going to use some paper just to take up some space. So just putting down some paper. And then I'm going to use this little towel I got from IKEA. And I cut off part of it because that's what I was staining with. But the other part of it is still good. So I put that to cover up that paper. And that's it. Look at how adorable that is. I love it. I love that Believe box. I actually like the balls, the way they turned out, and the cubes. I think it's quite cute. And it's winter, you know, it's not Christmas or anything like that. It's a winter look. And I'm good with that. And of course, you know, my favorite color is gray, black, and white. And there's a little bit closer look. I thank you so much for stopping by today, and I sure hope that you'd be able to give me a thumbs up, show me that you liked the video, or at least appreciate that I tried so hard. And then also if you leave a comment down below, And also subscribe. Remember, I love all you subscribers. For those of you that have already subscribed, thank you so much. I appreciate you so much. For those that haven't, you may as well do it. I mean, like I said in the beginning, it doesn't hurt anything. You may as well just get my subscriber count up, right? All right. Well, thank you so much again for watching. Remember to appreciate today, as tomorrow is never promised. Y'all have a good one.